Good morning, Jets fans. Today, I just wanted to spend a quick message about the future of this organization. And when I say future, I mean the immediate future. I am done talking about what we could be, what we should be. I think that we are there now. That's right. I'm going to say it. I think we're there now. Why? Because our offensive line and our defensive line is there. And when you have the personnel to win in the trenches, you're ready to win football games. Guess what? We're not doing so bad in the specialty positions either, are we? Let's think about this. Our offensive line has no reason to take a backseat to anyone. Let's start with Becton. Have you seen the film? Let's see somebody like Connor Hughes say that he looks fat now. He looks mean and lean, and he's ready to go. Lincoln Tomlinson, proven all-pro. Sam McGovern, an old above-average center. AVT, an up-and-coming stud. George Fant, what a year. You think last year was a fluke? I think not. Now they know the system. They're coming in, and who's behind them? The return of Michael Carter with a better offensive line. You saw what he was doing when LDT got in there, and they had a real right guard playing. What's going to happen for him now? What's going to happen when Breece Hall hits the field? If you're not in on Breece Hall, you're not watching the tape. We got ourselves a special running back that we haven't seen in this organization for a very long time. And once you establish that running game, well, what is that going to do to our passing game? And speaking of passing game, Zach Wilson, who did nothing but improve throughout the season, who in the last 5 or 6 games barely turned the ball over, showed that he can manage a football game, started to slow down the speed of the game. We know the arm talent is there. We know the escapability is elite. We know this. And now you're going to give him not 2, but 3 tight ends? 2 proven, 1 arguably the best tight end coming out of the draft class? You're going to give him that? And then you're going to take Garrett Wilson with his 4.3 speed and put that with Elijah Moore and the return of Corey Davis and the gadget Berrios, who executes LaFleur's trickery perfectly, and the Denzel Mims, who's put on 20 pounds of muscle, who's ready to go and prove everybody wrong. This team is going to score points. Now let's look at the defensive line. What do we got brewing there? We got the return of Carl Lawson. We've all seen how hard he works. Do you have any doubt he's coming back? I don't. He's coming back on fire. And opposite of him is a guy who went through everything to get to where he is today. And that is Jermaine Johnson. From JUCO, Last Chance University, to Georgia, couldn't get the playing time. Went to Florida State and lit it up. Don't forget about John Franklin Myers. What's going to happen when he has help around him? You saw how he was capable of dominating. You saw it. Now he's not going to be the guy that everybody could focus on. We can move him to the outside. We can keep him on the inside, outside, whatever. Huff, a developing player who gets better each year. But then, of course, Q Williams, who's going to finally have a pass rusher on both sides of him so he can start creating his disruption. And then we went from a part of our team we didn't even think was as weak as we thought it was going to be. And now we move Eccles and Hall into more of a depth role. We don't know that for sure because Hall, we might play a 2-5, and Hall might be out there a lot more often, but we know he's a solid player. We know Eccles is a developing rookie last year who had a decent rookie year, but now we're going to bring in a proven Reed, and we're going to bring in possibly the best physical talent, the best football player in the entire draft in Sauce Gardner. Are you kidding me? You're going to have 2 new defensive edges pressuring the quarterback, and you're going to at the same time bring in these quality cornerbacks, and then you got the heat-sinking missile Whitehead, and everybody thinks we're so weak at safety, but are we? When you have LaMarcus Joyner, Pinnock, Ashton Davis, Elijah Riley, all competing, plus others that were brought in, and only one could be the starter. Compare that to last year when we were 7 safeties deep. We're coming. And if we played that 4-2-5 type of formation, then Mosley fills one of those linebacker spots. And they seem to believe in Sherwood. And Quincy Adams is young and he's developing and he's learning in the system. He came in the middle of the season with no camp. Give the guy a chance. We eliminate the mistakes and he's a solid linebacker. We are putting in 5 new at a minimum starters on defense. 5. That means that you cannot compare it to last year's defense. It's simply not a fair comparison. We can turn this around because there's 5 new guys. And the guys that are staying in the lineup aren't bad. CJ Mosley, Quinnen Williams, Michael Carter II. These are quality football players. When you consider the fact that we can now run the ball because we have a strong offensive line and very talented running backs, and we can pass the ball, and Zach Wilson can dump the ball off, but he also has deep threats. And then you consider pass pressure, and you consider the big play turnover capability of these new players we're bringing in. The time for saying we can't win and we're the same old Jets is over. We are coming. We are coming. Believe that as a fan. Enjoy it. We are going to come and raise havoc. The pain is coming. Let them laugh at us. Let them say we're the same old Jets and that Jet fans are ridiculous. Let them say it. Because I promise you this season will be different. We're going to be a problem, people. Jet fans, we're going to be a problem. Hit the subscribe button. And if you like the video, please hit the like button. I'll be back with more content. You won't regret it. Have an amazing Friday. And I'll see you on Sunday night. Maybe even tonight.